Well, hello everybody, welcome to the ITL. This week, it actually got a little bit of sun coming out. But anyway, it's been raining, storming this morning, all day today. And so we're on the porch. I'm not going into the garage. It's dark, it's dingy, it's miserable. It's good for wintertime. I can put the lights up in the wintertime to help out a little bit, but it's not really great. But this week's been, I've had a few nice dry days to ride. Not a whole lot. But it's been rainy and miserable for the most part. And I'm getting comments on people saying that they loved the daytime ride videos. Which, my explanation on that one, and I know I don't really need to explain it, but I'm going to explain it anyway. My explanation on it is, in the morning, the roads are clear. I am more of a chatty mood. I am fresh-minded from getting up in the morning, taking off. I do a much better video, I think. I don't, on the way back from places, I don't normally have a topic on mine, so I do a lot more of the nonsense rambling, and yes, you get better video. In my area, there's a lot of older homes in this area. I mean, I'm talking 100-year-old plus. My house is 100-year-old plus. It's 120, actually 120 to 121 years old. Actually, a little more than that. But something like that. I have to look it up again. But yeah, it's the older. My area is full of them, and they're different. Well, actually, I say they're different, but they start out cookie cutter. Each block only had like 2 or 3 models, and it was just made after that. And the end houses normally on the block on the northern side normally starts out with, normally have 1 or 2 brick homes. Then this one here actually had 1 brick home. Then it kind of shifted back and forth to different style homes. They were basically cookie cutters with just slightly different variations. But that's neither here or there. On my block, I got, actually, there's a brick rancher right across the street that is different. That's a newer home, I believe. And then there's a home right beside it. It's been modified like crazy. It looks, I forget what it's actually called, but it's completely different than the rest of them in the area. But like I said, that's neither here or there. But you get to see a lot of the different ones around the area. I normally try to save those videos for the Thursdays videos, because I don't like putting videos back to back on days unless I got way too much video to mess with. If I put them back to back, it kind of blocks it, because a lot of my viewers only hit the last video that was put up every couple days or so, and they'll miss the videos that I put up before that because they won't go back. And I do value my videos. I mean, I do work to produce them. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I'm proud of the videos that I put up, even though a lot of them are really stupid. I'm proud of that. But let's move on a little bit. I'm going to go back to a video that I made a while back, a few months ago. I was actually showing, it was an I.T.L. that I was showing how to make a emergency antenna, wire antenna. I'm going to pop a picture up here for you guys. I got mine hanging right now. The one, I made 3 of them. This one's cut, they're all cut for the same frequency because I want to try them out first. And this one here was made with coax wire, just like the other ones. Except for this one here it's basically standard coax wire for TVs, and it had the end on the F connector end on it for cable TV. And It's right here. As you can see in the picture, I had it holding up. Now I was waiting for a little while, because of the slow boat order for the little connector, and you've seen this in the picture. This is what basically I was trying to show, and you're not going to see this very well. This little connector, it's the F for this, the SMA for the little bow fag, EV5R. But this is not the best thing to get. This was just something I was able to get, was on the cheap. I mean, I paid $5-6 for this. The other one costs about twice as much, which you really should get. And sometimes if you go to the right places, you can get them a lot cheaper. And I wouldn't get for the F connector, except for this would be good for like emergencies. You know, if you're out in the field, you have to get hold help somehow. And I mean, this is what you got. This is what you got. Or say the if poop hits fan. This cable, this wire is all over the place. This coax cable, the RG58, and it's all over the place. You can get your hands on it, just strip it off a house if you have to. And as long as you can get your hands on the ends, and a lot of times in the houses, the ends, the wires, the other one end is got these the connectors. You can get yourself an emergency antenna put up, no problem. If you can get it up, say 10, 15 feet, you're doing really good. You're on top of a hill or on top of say a building or something, just to get help in an emergency, the tornado hits or whatever. It'll get you out, locally. I mean, it'll get you out several miles. Now this one here, my mistake was when this is actually set up for the, let me think, it's only set up for one, and I'll write it down what one it was. My mind is really not with it right now on this one, thinking about this. I believe it's either 2 meter or 7 meter. I think it's 2 meter band, because it's the longer one anyway. And like I said, I'll put the word exactly what it is on the screen for you guys. My mind just ain't working with it, and I apologize for it. Normally I can just spit it right out, but today is a high pain day, very high. But I mean, this is set up for the one, and it's for the larger wavelength, which is which I have one repeater around this area for that. One. The rest of the repeaters around here, I believe it's the other ones for the 70 centimeters, and it needs a lot shorter, trimmed down a lot shorter to be able to get those. So if I cut this one down, I lose the other one, the 2 meters. But saying that, I've got a total of 3 of these antennas made. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm waiting to get the F connectors, because I looked around the house, they don't have any extra ones. What I'll do is I'll cut one down for the 70 centimeters, maybe this one even. But this one here is all together though. I'll cut one of the other ones down for 70 centimeters. This one here has a really thin center wire in it. You can hardly see it. You can just tell by the picture. And the outside ground wire is very thin too. It's not the best of wires to use. The other ones are better. And this cable, this coax, is a lot longer, longer than it should be. With using the RG58, you only should go 10-15 feet before you start really losing. This is about 15 feet. I would not, I would use this, but I wouldn't go any longer. I would use this but go longer. And another put out there, since I'm only running 4 to 5 watts maximum, that's on a fully charged battery, it's not really going to harm this radio. It's not going to really harm this radio to be out of tune a little bit. Just putting it out there. The bow fangs, a lot of the newer radios are that way. And you can use them for UHF, VHF. You can use them. Whenever you push in low wattage, you can get away with more. Hence, there's a couple antennas I'm planning on building. One's actually a 40-meter antenna, but it's going to be only pushing 1 watt. So I can get away with out of tune quite a bit, actually, from what I'm finding out. So that's in the future. That's in the future. But I got it all together here. Like I said, this is only, I can only hit 1 repeater, and normally that repeater is stone dead this time of day. I'm going to see if I can get that repeater to talk to me, because that repeater is actually on the east side of town, between another town. I've got aluminum siding right here all over my house. Normally it's really difficult to hit it. And actually I can hit it with this fake Nagoya antenna. I can actually hit it sitting here, but it's a little bit crackly and fuzzy. Like I said, too bad I can't get anybody to talk to me. I just tried a little bit ago and it just ain't happening. Just nobody there. So let's see if it'll actually talk to me. At least go give me the Roger beeps on it, because it will at least do that. I got to turn it up so maybe you guys can hear it. Sorry, I don't hold it right in front of me, but the microphone's right here. I want these guys to be able to hear it. Huh.
Time is 11:52 a.m.
Gotta let it kick off. Don't like hammering on it too much, because it's rude, ignorant. You shouldn't even do it. Now, if I'm going to go up to the 400 band, 400, 443. Actually, I'll be going up to this 443.425, which is not set up for. I'm not going to get anything I know for a fact. You can tell, nothing at all, because it's not tuned in for it. Now, like I said, it sounded a little kind of, fuzzy, I'll call it, right now. And like I said, I've got a lot of aluminum siding here. If I'd move it away from the house a bit, or between the houses, get it up higher, because that's only maybe 8 feet high, I can get it out there. See, just to show you, it does work. It does work. Let's see if I can get a first contact with this Trinus antenna for these guys. If nothing else, I'll just cut it out. KC3 MQM on an antenna test.
MQF, loud and clear. This is KT3P.
Thank you very much. Don't know if you heard that, but I just had they just came back. They weren't very loud, but it just came back loud and clear. This antenna works. Maybe if it didn't, if this microphone picked it up a little bit, maybe I can boost that area up just a little bit if I can just barely hear it, because it was just barely there. Just saying, I mean, this stuff, cheap. I mean, I found the cable around the house. I found the cable around the house. Wasn't using it, and I'm trying to say, yeah, this is RG58. Oh, this is RG59 75 ohm. This is RG59. And I got like $5 in a adapter. You really should have the adapter that has, it's more of a flexible lead than what I have, so that way it's not as hard on the radio itself. But it'll work. This one here works just fine. A lot better than I was. I was surprised that you can hit somebody on there. So that just letting you know, I'm putting it over there so it's not going to fall down and get broke. That's not a head-to-head yet. Just putting it out there. It does work. What I ended up doing to the antenna. Well, I mean, you know what? Let me get the antenna down. Okay, everybody. This I just got the antenna down so I can kind of show you what you did to it. You know, it's going to be really hard for you to see this thin wire. Thin wire. But this is the ground. All I did is I took a large nut I found in my nut stash. I already added about an inch, a little over an inch, whenever I cut this. So I was able to circle it around and solder it solid. Yes, it's going to flow a little bit in the wind, and it'll be all right. But what I did on this here, where it connects, I made sure it was pulled down over the actual shield of the coax. Then I took, to make it simple, took some heat shrink tube, and I put it around there, and I heated it up. That way it holds it down. Then I took another piece, a smaller piece, shrink tube, slid it down over the vertical wire, the high pole wire, and I slid it down and heat shrink that just to make it bigger. I put another one over. That way it kind of seals it a little bit, so water, if it gets caught in the rain, is not going to go down in there. One step further, I'm going to do it. I haven't done yet because it's not going to go tight against this little wire. I'm going to put a little bit of that liquid electrical tape and just put it down inside there. That way it'll seal it up pretty good. That way if I get caught in the rain, or if it's not raining, I can leave it up there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just take the long wire, take the long lead, and find some shelter. It's 15 feet long. It'll do me. And actually I go 15 feet high and still stand at the ground, or up high. I have like a few feet to play with. But I know you can't see it very well. It works. It works good from what it sounds. Just to show you. Because I know a few of you were wondering. This is... And I'm sorry, my mind just went blank on me earlier. It's been bad weeks. It's been bad weeks, guys. But I am currently testing something right now. I got it towards the beginning of this week, and I really don't want to give you a review or an unbox. I'm going to do the unboxing. Well, actually not an unboxing. I'm going to show you the box that came in and everything, and give you a kind of my thoughts on it, review on it for next week, because I want about almost 2 weeks, and that'll be close enough in my eyes. That way I get a fair opinion on it for 2 weeks, and then if anything don't work, you'll hear. But this is a gift from my wife to me, and I'm a gadget man. I love my gadgets. But let's go ahead and cut it out here. This is MuzzleMike, hoping you all have a great week. Signing out.